During an interview with ABC News this week, Trump revealed just how gone his brain is. Before we get to the clip, let me set it up. This involves the case of Maryland resident Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who the White House illegally deported to a prison in El Salvador and is refusing to abide by court order to bring him back. A couple weeks ago, in hopes of boosting the administration's claims that Abrego Garcia was a member of the MS-13 gang, Trump, in the Oval Office, held up a picture purporting to be Abrego Garcia's hand with knuckle tattoos. On each knuckle, Abrego Garcia had a symbol, first a marijuana leaf, then a smiley face, then a cross, and a skull. Now, someone, either at the White House or at Border Patrol, took a stab at interpreting the tattoos as a gang symbol, with the marijuana leaf standing for M, the smiley face an S, and then somehow the cross being the number 1 and the skull being the number 3, which would then spell out MS-13. They actually photoshopped the numerals MS-13 on the picture of Abrego Garcia's hand that Trump waved around. And anyone with even a half a brain could tell this was photoshopped, and that the purpose of the Photoshop was not to convince people that Abrego Garcia actually had MS-13 tattooed on his hand, but that the symbols were interpreted to mean MS-13. I mean, you can see it for yourself. Here's the picture. It's obvious. And it's a huge stretch, by the way. Gang experts weighed in saying the tattoo does not signify MS-13. For example, this is from CBS News. Quote, a community activist who spoke on the condition of anonymity for fear of retribution told CBS News he has worked with gang members for more than 25 years and has never seen a series of finger tattoos like Abrego Garcia's linked to MS-13. The problem is, some of the dumbest motherfuckers online actually believe the photo was real and that Abrego Garcia did really have MS-13 tattooed on his hand, which, of course, the White House had no interest in correcting. Fast forward to this week's interview with ABC, and it turns out the President of the United States also thinks the photo was 100% real. Watch this.
On his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute
well,
over that.
Wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was photoshopped. So let me
That was photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. I picked you, Terry, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshopped? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go on. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't there, but they're there now, right?
No,
but they're there
in
now.
your picture.
Terry.
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
Wow. He does actually think it's real. You know, the Democrats got themselves in a major scandal when they rallied around a clearly ailing President Biden and tried to convince the American people that he was as sharp as he's ever been. The decision to protect the dear party leader cost Democrats the 2024 election and did serious damage to their brand, which was already in the tank. Well, now it's the Republicans' turn. Suppose there's a chance Trump knows the photo isn't real, but just thinks everyone else is stupid. And if so, that's even worse. It would mean the White House spread an obviously doctored image to the media in order to justify wrongly deporting a U.S. resident to a torture prison in El Salvador. If the question is it fascism or just brain rot? The answer is Probably a little bit of both. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog. Plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.